Welcome to Subramani. Uh, this is going to be a little long. I'm going to talk to you about why we do not have any edge while investing. So let us take the first case where people lost money or people made money. A seemingly doomed company about which people knew nothing, and he was a games retailer, and his share went up 20 times because of Reddit. Okay, did you participate? If you participate, did you make money? Or were you invested in the hedge fund which lost money? If the answer is no, then ignore it, because for you efficient market theory will work, right? EMT will work for you and for me, because such transactions will happen, but very unlikely that we are participants, right? Or take a Bitcoin currency, defunct one, which has got today worth more than 50% of the UK market cap. What are we talking about? Could you have participated? Could you have done anything? Answer is no, right? So such transactions will happen and make you wonder whether EMH is at work. EMH is at work for 99.99% of the markets, and ETF is at work for 99.9999% of the investors. Forget these super investors. Don't look at a Ratan Tata, don't look at an Ambani, an Adani, Buffett, or these are the super Jhunjhunwala, Vallabh Bansali. These are the super duper exceptions, or Uday Kotak. Don't think that Warren Buffett or Ratan Tata or Mukesh Ambani or Uday Kotak are great investors. No, they are businessmen first. You will realize this when you read Snowball. I'll do a episode on that separately. These are super duper businessmen who are also investors. So they're very good at capital allocation. They know where to invest, what to do, when to come out, right? So go back, check your birth certificate. Is your name Deepak Parekh? Is your name Warren Buffett? Is your name Uday Kotak? Is your name Mukesh Ambani? Is it Gautam Adani? If the answer is no, then come back to earth and realize that for you and me, those things do not work, right? Far more important, will those incidents make you rich or make a dramatic impact in your life? No. Would you have invested in any of these companies and stayed the whole journey? If you had bought the games retailer at $4, would you have stayed on till it reached $300? Very unlikely, right? 4 you would have sold off at 8, 8 you would have sold off at 16, 16 you would have sold off maybe at 25, because your ability to hold on keeps changing depending on the amount which you have invested, right? So these incidents are nice to see, but it does not mean that you will be able to participate unless you create one. If you create an event like creating a Reddit group and riding it, then it's different, right? So super duper investors are not. Let us take the case of Warren Buffett. So today if Buffett says I'm buying a particular share, then that particular share is no longer in danger. So let me give you an incident for the kind of transactions that big investors get, which you and me don't get. So I was talking to a promoter of a company long ago, when interest rates were at about 12%. And he told me that he was putting money into his company, which was doing very well. So I said, why? He said, no, I need some money for expansion. I said, why wouldn't you borrow? He said, yeah, that is what I was to do. I was getting money at 11.5 to 12%. But I decided that I will lend my own money at 15%. He was lending 100 crores long back. 100 crores was real big money, and he was putting that. He could do that simply because it was his company, he was controlling it. Do such transactions come to you? And even if they do come to you, can you act on that? When I said, wow, this is what a way of taking money out of the company, he started laughing. He said, look, this deal is available to you also if you want to invest 100 crores. No, that's an insane amount of money. I mean, so it's very important that such big deals do not come to you, like the one of Bank of America which came to Warren Buffett. These kind of transactions come only to an Ambani or an Adani or a Buffett or a Tata. They don't come to you and me. So don't look at those transactions and say, wow, they made money. Yes, but those transactions are not for you, which is exactly why you cannot be investing like them. So what all can you do? Well, if I've been in the market long enough, let me tell you some of the earlier things which brokers could do. You ran a broking company, you ran an investment banking company, and you did other businesses. You knew what your investment banking arm was going to upgrade. So you, as a broking company, you bought those shares, you did a front running, you sold it to a lot to your clients, and on the day your company or somebody else whom you knew was upgrading it, you had a lot of material to sell. This was a very, very legitimate way of making money in the 80s and even in the 90s, right? So you could do that and you could make money. It is now called front running. It is illegal and it is a form of cheating. So can you do it? The answer is today maybe you can't, because word spreads out very quickly what is happening. So it may not work, but it definitely worked in the 70s and 80s, right? So people always ran 2-3 businesses. I mean, forget one. Parag Parekh, who said, I will concentrate only on one business, but always people ran 3-4 businesses, HNI desk, retail desk, handling an IPO as a merchant banker, which means if your IPO was not doing well, just took it and gave it to the retail. So you did this. Again, in today's parlance, that will be called front running. That day also it was called cheating. But you had some cheating which you could do. Okay, so that was one way of making money. Second is having inside information that such and such a thing is going to happen. The company is going to announce these results, right? Remember one thing, if the information has already reached you, it is not inside information. It is not great information. It is not sensitive information. 100 people have already acted on that, right? At least 100 people, I believe, always know more than what I know about a company. Minimum 100, which is the company itself, its bankers, its merchant bankers, its auditors. At least 100 people are there ahead of you. They've already played the market. So that is not really true. But yes, promoter telling you something or a board member telling you something, Rajat Gupta types, then that is inside information and you can act on it. Normally, I have seen that when people act on inside information, they lose money because the information is correct, it is true, but you do have no clue how the market will react. The chairman tells you we have got very good results, etc., etc. So you buy a share and the results are announced and the price falls because those who wanted to buy had already bought. They were waiting. When the announcement happens, they sell. So getting information, acting on information and making money on that on a consistent basis is impossible, right? So you really need a Rajat Gupta on your side and Rajat Gupta willing to talk even now. So if you don't have that, just don't worry. If it has already come to you, that is not inside information. Speed at which you can act. Well, if you got very good connectivity, you're sitting inside the NSE building and operating, then it is different. That used to happen once upon a time when they were in Mahindra Towers, not in their own office. So today for something like that to happen is almost impossible. Yeah, so whether it is carrier pigeons flying from the battlefield or whether it is a fabulously well connected device that you have with fantastic speed, that edge is today lost because of technology. So can you create your own investment edge? I mean, let us understand that this investment edge, getting great deals, getting fantastic offers for big investors, that is not available to you and me, right? So we can't really have an investment edge the way these people can. So if somebody tells you invest like Buffett or invest like Soros or invest like Ambani, they are just indulging in some attention seeking words. So for me, when I say Warren Buffett, I know more number of people will watch or something like that. Beyond that, knowing about them, yes, read about them. I'm going to do a separate episode on the learnings from the Snowball book, right? But thinking we can be like them and that can be our edge is a huge hallucination. Don't indulge in hallucinating doesn't help while investing. At least you should know that. Thank you.